They're in line with.
Objection is, what was the objection again? Doesn't align with the
There's a lack of foundation
lack of foundation.
for,
Okay, consultation, prima i mokrej čuti, pošteni videti, da je poslovljaki.
The results are generally in line with water previously sampled in the area.
Blake, can you please take a look at exhibit?
Honey, Nikki, you talking on Dr. Juha, you should get.
Mr. Blake, can you please take a look at exhibit 113? And tell us what that is.
Exhibit 113 had,
This is a technical memorandum prepared by our engineer, Dr. Catherine Johnson.
And why did you have this document prepared?
we have a Dr. Catherine Johnson, Nikki, that you want to check. Don't check her. So,
I was prepared to evaluate water quality analysis.
that would be, that would, yeah, and, has policy, LP has, keeping what's been.
Did you have this memorandum prepared as part of your efforts to identify water quality in this area?
The law be what the area has, and I know what God is to have. We need to be a home, then we keep it. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And who is Captain Johnson for?
But, Catherine Johnson, the county had, directed something.
She is a HD geochemist that specializes in water quality analysis.
The who's mission of exhibit 113?
Yeah, the geochemist actually does. Well, come on, the Nikki, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna be good up with the mission that come up.
objection. I have some questions that I would like to ask as to the foundation because of this report. And I would ask for leave to inquire for purposes of inquiry for raising an objection.
Okay, check. We have broken down some foundation or information out besides that. Water quality now, and that's up to feel how report, just to take two people.
Briefly.
Mr. Blair, did you, lady, did you say that you collected samples for this test?
That is correct. Sample the monitoring well to the north of the exploration area.
And is this what's in the cowboy report? I'm sorry, excuse me.
You take, Maliki, hoping Jonah, why I'm got that. We get the, how you look up. Let's have, I'll see it, why I'm got there.
I'm not familiar with what you're referring to.
What I'm referring to is the report that was submitted by John Klaskamp, which is part of the bar report. part of the foundation for the bar report.
Correct.
Done by Cowboy Exploration, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're now telling us that this water came from where?
We got some interpretation.
The report you looked at on each hand, question to have waiting, but have the John, what was that report? Our report,
John Glasscock for water report.
our report. Had public exploration. But don't you hate your kid?
Where was it sampled from, sir?
The monitoring well immediately north of the exploration, intended exploration area.
How,
I have north of the site, we have the kill monitoring well.
is there any documentation that was created on as to the actual sampling of that well, besides what you submitted to test?
To Dell, Nikki let you call them. It's like one niche, close on you about one, that's just forget you.
And you're not John Glasscock, are you?
He is last time.
Okay, because it says it was sampled by John Glasscock. It doesn't say your name on it.
He was working for us as a consultant.
Were you there?
I was.
Are there log reports? Are there any reports? Yes, I'm learning.
We talked to the John Glasscock, the junkie had shot and he walked like the opposite. It was the,
Is there anything in the bar report or in Mr. Glasscock's sampling that describes, that shows exactly how it was collected? In other words, any of the documentation other than here's some water that we got from somewhere.
we talked to Nikki that you want to from. The last copy pretty bad, those pretty chunky had. You come and make June the one second I had test help down her job. They should build a how we test help and that just go down.
I don't believe there is, but John was a hydrologist and hydrogeologist for over 2 decades. His methods look appropriate for sampling well.
According to
I'm overruled. Any objection admitted?
All right, well, let me state my objection. I think there's a lack of foundation for a water sampling report in this particular exhibit. And so this, I just wanted to, so my objection is that this is an incompetent report because it's not based upon documented information. It's based upon, in part, the sample that was done in a report in 1984. And then it's this sample that was taken in 2023, but there's no paperwork on it, as the witness just admitted. So there's a lack of foundation, it's an incomplete report, and should not be accepted as an incompetent document.
What is done will be there. You have, so now you have just done my help, not up to 1984, and from the sample that I have. Only one big package from the 2023, only one big, yachts, which I had. Only, foundation of what I don't value.
Overruled. Exhibit 13 is admitted.
Lady, based on exhibit 113, how does the groundwater and mineralized formation of the cores project relate with drinking water quality standards?
Mr. Nas, did you say 113 or 115?
113.
Can you rerun that again?
Mr. Lady, how does the groundwater in the mineralized formation of the Chord project relate to drinking water quality standards?
I'm gonna object again. I mean, I don't want, we have to do this. There's a lack of foundation here. What are we talking about? How does that sample in this public well relate to the Chord project? Or relate to the state lands on the Chord project? So I object, this lack of foundation of the
Okay.
question.
Let's cut out the speaking objections.
So let us,
Did I do it dance?
the groundwater we have. Because when you reach up on it, all the hundred, the harm I had the other night. When my head down to the chill, chocolate we have, we are fuck the crystallization of it, let's go, we are fuck of my head's a hot. It cracked into your head, you got.
Dr. Johnson summarized that the groundwater mineralized formation of the core project does not meet drinking water standards.
Dr. Johnson reported that chocolate you leaking have on our feet that learning is coming about that still fishing. Crystallization now, you let, you know, you got that picture. A month of tune or a month of stone and a few, yes, a month of feature.
Are you concerned dealing with cuttings, core samples from the drilling project that were exposed workers in the environment unsafe level of radiation?
Expose what?
Workers of the
Put your
environment.
microphone closer to you.
Is that better? Mr. Blake, are you concerned that dealing with the cuttings of core samples from this drilling project will expose workers of the environment to unsafe levels of radiation?
I think when you try and doing what I watched the chunky uranium that talk with the yaka it's not coffee. And I watched the chunky could have
I'm not due to the low grade nature of the mineralization.
which all of you. The low grade as we have don't know, yeah. One of the inclusions to be attractive.
Mr. Blady, who is Respect Engineering?
Who is respecting engineers?
Respect Farming, that's.
Yeah, respect. And who is that person?
That comes, yeah.
Yeah. But Bob is the agency. Engineering, he cannot well, that.
Respect is a diversified engineering firm that specializes in mining, water and industrial projects. They're based in Rapid City, Silver County.
And then, respect. Engineering, meet the report, the downtown child. And, declassified. Classified mining, is that what you said?
Deals
Yeah, yeah.
with industrial.
They classified it.
It's just their area of expertise.
There's one feather, are you done?
Yeah.
Thank you, I'm sorry. Has Respect Engineering consulted with the lessee of the Civic regarding the project,
And then again, has respect
consulted with the lessee of the surface.
for the leasing. Respect consultant, engineering can, leasing, you have more portrait. Although they have teaching over the company.
Yes,
Uh,
And what was the result of that consultation?
I'm going to object unless this witness was the person who made the call. They have Ms. Hawking coming, I understand. She made the call. She's the witness to describe a conversation that this witness did not have.
Mr. Blade is competent to testify to his understanding of the result of the conversation.
Overruled.
respect the consultation, the results he had, you will go to Tuesday's letter. That means the results even now, the rate from now. That's what the other shit, yeah. Now we have on week that you have, yeah, Bella and the test beat.
I think I answered the question.
Okay. Can you generally describe the steps to clean nuclear geologic, scientific, or recreational aspects of the effectiveness surrounding land?
Those kids, that you know, okay, archaeological, we have, we told teenage, Chicago, and olive, Loire, what, what is each child, and we'll leave on the shops. Honey, so we are, we hope you find the shop. We some who want us, if we can, the children, the environment, we, my project, you want to stay there, that would be on. And what was the other part, just archaeological, environmental, and what?
Geological,
Geological, page, that would be on top. The secretary, you have, McCarthy had little by. We will pay a spot in that extra, just get one of the text.
We work closely with the state and various state entities, as well as third-party independent local contractors to prepare specialized reports on those issues.
And then the reports, although the state now, state entities, given, Treasury charges, yeah, special report, given, you have just, it's not, it's not.
Those reports consisted of cultural studies, biological studies, wildlife studies, and hydrogeological studies, and geology.
The report from Calvert that you have, or Calvert you have, culture, you have, those kids, when you have to open, look at my, yeah, 1 year in the west, and look at the, thank you, Ichima, her culture, we had that, we did, we had, was calendar, own house, bet to, 1 year, we want to be a bit of musket, that had culture now. Biology, because that's what people have died of having Okay, something. Now, there's no wildlife behaves. Maka, maka sta opdat jani, tel taku yita, na hyper behaves, miliki have, wadon hash manis, hatinis, sninis, aku makan geology behaves, yeah, those can get people have. And then the report to the state. And the special report to the.
Mr. Blaney, do you recall a February 21, 2025 correspondence from the State Historical Preservation Office?
Was it a report? What was you just said, the 2021
Correspondence
correspondence
from the State Historical Preservation Office?
from the State Historic Preservation Office at February 2021, 2025 correspondence. Daku, Wapika, Dusty Woka.
I do.
And
And at the request of the State Historical Preservation Office, what reports were commissioned by Clean Nuclear Energy?
okay, State Historic Preservation Office reports, Kihana, Daku request, Daku Boy of the Gobble, Kihana. So we have.
There was a abbreviated, police report, level 3 cultural resource report.
Abbreviated case report. Abbreviated, it have. The State Historic Preservation Office can abbreviate it to have, the potential of the. A heavy report, what was the other one? A site report, yeah. Also, inventory, cultural inventory, because we know, copy of that. Yeah.
Do you recall, did the State Historical Preservation Office, strike that, I'm sorry, who conducted those reports on behalf of Clean Nuclear Energy?
They were conducted by Vantage.
The directional in our reports, the property charge. Yeah, so was it
They were conducted by Vantage.
Vantage Point?
Correct.
A Vantage Point Albion.
And did the State Historical Preservation Office make recommendations for the project regarding cultural resources?
They did.
The State Historic Preservation Office recommendations, recommendations, the outfit, those kept well watched in each style, each human have recommendations, they cannot, do the sheet initiation to question. Answer was yes.
That's correct.
Do you recall what those recommendations were?
I yet see a doctor recommendation.
The recommendations were to complete surveys of culturally significant areas before and after the proposed exploration program, as well as to have a weekly check of the culturally significant areas.
Do you recall the steps, what you said?
The restrictions? recommendation, ma'am.
Its recommendation to have complete cultural significance. Cultural significance, we have that PPI, watching your government, or homework, and now, offers, but they will need to open us to have those comments. And cultural significance, and then, a true shape like true culture, watching your cultural significance. PPI, keep, go back to that same place in the early, to have every week is what we said, to have the, better results and practice before each month, PPI at the young and ramp up, yeah. Headship, yeah.
In addition, there was an area in the southeastern corner of the proposed exploration area that was recommended no exploration activity took place, and we complied with that.
And then that of this we have a team and we talk about beyond here, but I had to there gardening and the truth different which are problem. No exploration in the area. Makai talk about the yellow.
Mr. Lady, if you look at exhibit 1, 2 again. How far is the nearest rock art panel in Craven Canyon from the boundary of the project area?
Objection, lack of foundation as to knowledge.
As to what?
Knowledge.
Ask him if he knows.
Mr. Glady?
Not if he knows, how he knows.
Go ahead.
I feel Maya will picky hair will be on contact and not feel like that.
Approximately 800 feet
And how do you know that?
from the proposed event.
And
That hair, it feel like if you have 800 feet on head chip. I said my car, you something you have 800 feet. On head chip. We develop the also we have that 30 feet, was it the minimum? Vantage point, yeah, you can imagine. Okay, yeah.
and how far is it to the nearest drill pad location from the closest rock art panel?
I had, what don't have to pay your contract? It's part of him. Maya will wanna drill pad on their top of the. Okay, so for the drill on.
Objection, how he knows.
Approximately.
He's got to interpret.
Yeah, objection on how with if you want to, I think that be will be objection channel. So drill has we have the harm here on him. Maya will don't feel that.
So let's lay a little bit of foundation as to who, I think that please, Mr. Ellison, sustained.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Glady, did you?
The Ellison objection or Hogdash sustain until they are can drill at his hand, don't harm here along him. Are you fishing?
They, how do you know the distance between the closest drill pad to rock art panel in Craven Canyon and the closest rock art panel?
And had don't harm here along him. My will what be now. Drill pad of rock to his hand don't harm here along him.
Through the reports that were prepared by management.
Vantage point. And and it's a survey page. Do you have an amount of feet of possibles? Do you have that?
Ask the question.
But you do. How close is that?
I'd like to, I'm ready to, until,
Okay. Mhm.
Mr. Blade, how far is it?
Approximately 1,000 feet.
From here, hook down, or do you want to hop? I would say feet.
The State Historical Preservation Office requires weekly site visits by a qualified archaeologist to assess the impacts of the project on rock art panel.
Council's testifying, I object.
Overruled.
Is that something Clean Nuclear will comply with?
Okay, objection, that's Shipple, can you reword that question again?
SHPO requires weekly site visits?
Yeah.
By qualified archaeologists?
Mm.
Is that something Clean Nuclear will comply with?
Okay, the State Historic Preservation Office. Every week, they have, that the, well, each month, bet the year, every week is that year, and one. And, clean water, energy, you have, open a yacht, that you can be it's true nature, true.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Blade,
Yeah, they were from Diana.
how will Clean Nuclear work to control dust associated with this drilling project?
Tell my copy, I'll touch them. My copy, I think, blue, and I'm doing them. My copy, I said, let's just get out. Yeah, but those can have my copy, man, you want to do not, the blue hunters. Those can have a month.
We will use wet drilling, mud rotary. We'll use an extended drilling route. That's the scheme here. And we will also use wet exhaust.
I got those things that he had, my copy had a very spy on them. Had actually logged it, had to, my copy is look is the Garcia.
There will also be a 5 mile per hour speed limit in the project area.
Should be a 5-mile what?
Speed limit, project area.
And then I will, here on Monday, I had some more copy,
As well as reclaiming the sites as quick as possible to prevent dust.
I saw the, my copy that Regina copy here is happy to if he had one of the, with the, that will know, or you watch it.
What is the nearest role to the project?
The wife to pick the champion de que ela está então a do que do que respeitar
The nearest road is Elbow Canyon Road, and then bisects the western area.
which canyon is that?
Elbow Canyon,
I have up have champion back to have bike that we have vision yeah my children so elbow canyon is probably there and then let's canyon yeah how far is the question mile
maybe if we go to the next map, sadly.
This was Lady Double Canyon Road identified here in Exhibit 102.
It is.
Interpreter,
I had elbow canyon, we have the house here, but market.
What is the surface of that road?
But that was, Champuki had involved in, yeah, got big finish, got me, weekly, I packed.
It is a dirt slash gravel road.
Champuki had, yeah, it's easy, so. No,
What kind of traffic have you observed on that road?
but do I have, Mamita or money,
I have an objection other than without a statement as to date or time or season. Since we're talking about dust, those are all important, so I'd object to.
And this is, Mr. Chair, when I thought you were going to be down to speak objections.
could you rephrase? I object. Interpreter,
Okay, object, dollar gas, Champuki led, some hundred child, hello, money in the Makai blue means Makai blue district, national. What was that?
rephrase the question, please, Mr. Nas.
Mr. Blady, during what time of year did you visit the project site?
Okay, had the hundred, if I, that. One year, Denise, well, Denise, go get Denise, thank you.
Fall, spring, and summer.
Yummy, thank you, go get you now. What? And then yum.
And during those seasons, have you observed traffic on Double Canyon Road?
Walk hunters, Kabuki have Elijah Mish, it's all. If you can follow the object values of it.
Yes, I have.
And I think earlier you said that you visited project area several times during the past 3 years, is that correct?
Yes.
Så sådana figurer efter innan varandra. Wanneer de profile picture is wanneer je opblok is dan ik dat detail.
Mr. Lady, during the summer, on your visits there, when you've been there personally, can you describe what sort of traffic you've seen on that road?
De blokken van twaalf. Je ziet dat ze heel op dat die donuts mensen.
Recreational and what appears to be rural traffic.
En dan hoop met je omwandeling die wat die omwandeling die tourist je zit. En je veel money die recreation ja. Hoe helpt je die met je goed die laten onder homeowners en dan.
And in the spring and fall, you observe similar traffic.
Web doen band voor het zo op te gaan. Ook dan.
What is this?
I wasn't really counting the number of vehicles going by. It might have been a little less in the spring and fall.
Look at band to his house. Don't know. Look at how open the church.
You know what the speed limit is on that road? Open road.
Don't know. Of course, they have got lots of fields you catch.
Before the project area, there's a limit of 50 miles per hour.
That 50 miles an hour is not what's that.
Please describe for the board the dust you've observed generated by traffic on Elbow Canyon Road.
So don't know Elbow Canyon Road of now up that Yapchma Lila ruining. Look how open is. Don't know.
In my opinion, it's quite a significant amount of dust, large clouds from vehicle traffic.
Is it here summer?
Those times.
So the Yapchma Lama Kyle is looking. No. Of course, a copy there.
And how would you compare the dust you observed from traffic to what you would expect to be generated by the drilling project?
The appear on a copy, put the on a copy of the in the itching of the and after you have just a copy dealer open. Don't know what they no.
In my opinion, our exploration will generate significantly less dust than observed on that road.
Mr. Blake,
It's on there, my copy, you look on it, after the my car open, you look here. Got it.
Mr. Blake, is there any surface water in proximity to the exploration area?
Objection to proximity.
The hell. No, up the thing that it kill landing stuff with me as I am not. Landing had pond pitch up. Shallow pond. This conservation pond pitch up. Is okay, so much of a hard time when you've done that. Please use that. What's the name? That's the action.
Oh, phrase. Mr. Blake, is there any surface water in the exploration area itself?
itima da taku blenish taku ya fifty actually.
No,
Yeah, no,
Mr. Lady, the drill pad sites. Describe the slope of the pads we'll be utilizing.
drill pattern got what he had. The except under 60 by 60 feet, yeah, he had. Site he had impact, he had. Just to give you a drill at site. And what
Describe the slope.
the slope. The slope he had, let your blood down, is let your pita gain and is. O scope the gain is. O got the gain is na. Fucking that offers of what starts which I have that. For how I lay a yard of guitar on the different. Yes, look.
we've limited our drill pad sites to relatively flat areas of the exploration area.
We have enough. And it should come to Makata Blast Dutch Ilagia.
Based on the slope and the proximity to surface water, do you anticipate there being any impact, long-range productivity of watershed land? Drilling ground there?
Objection, lack of foundation and lack of competence.
Can you rephrase that again or? Go back. The impact,
Lack of, what's the question, Miss, what,
Impact of long-range
no,
productivity of watershed land.
I'm giving you a chair.
and then. On the Tokata, Miniki level Kuta Yina, the Chepaskia Makama, and yeah. The hell, Namu, Lila Schmet, a hook smashed to watershed Yaki there, Makaki there, Miniki level dying at the Daku Ota is summit a child.
Overruled meeting. That's what Steve got. I object. Calls for speculation. Calls for an expert opinion by a witness not qualified to testify as an expert. Interpreter.
And watershed. Yes, I'm not an expert, but we know how water moves. That's all I'm trying to explain, is how water moves in a watershed. That's what I'm trying to explain.
The language, man.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Same.
I would join the objection for the same reasons that are articulated by Mr. Gunn.
Overruled. You may ask.
I would expect there would be limited effects due to the short duration of a program and the very small actual disturbance area of approximately 3 acres, if protocol 30 plus.
Here's what you'd say.
He's trying to, limited effects he had, John Hawaki. The 3 acres he had inch, it looked John Hunter. 3 acres he had a few. Usually, the letter I had dinner and a few more pictures. 3 acres limited effects. The pond here, Chapa, the Ilagi of the Yaxami, they're blessed on you. Path, home, and
The first domestic wells in the project area is approximately 700 feet to the south of the southern boundary of the exploration area. that I know of.
Domestic well, he lived just 700 feet on it. Appointed, Shasoi, as the class, you took the boundary to 700 feet below.
And how close to that well is the nearest drill pad location?
It's up to the boundary, the drill pads given out the hunt.
We have no drill pads in that southeastern corner, so probably between 1,500 to 1,800 feet away.
Kilosh and Gamash drill site in the southeast, which is 1,500 to 1,850 feet limit.
Mr. Lee, we looked at the drill log for that domestic well.
And domestic well, he had drill log. What had Okina, the Hama had there, he had well, he have to use it.
I don't know if I've seen the drill log, but I've seen this summary report of that water well that was drilled.
The summary report you had, report you had legal Tonka as 5.6 who you can speak it you by each journal. Summary given Dr. Gilham and had the whole answer your market.
Based on that report, what is your understanding of the formation in which that well is drilled?
Objection to lack of foundation. We don't know what summary report. We don't know what that's based upon. Great lack of foundation here. I don't want to have to keep objecting, but this is pretty standard. You go into foundation of how a witness knows. He's talking about a report.
Please.
That's it. Thank you. That's my objection.
Interpreter.
Can you reword that again?
Oh, God. I hope not.
On-
My objection is the lack of foundation.
Foundation, it's all one word, that's all you need.
Yep.
We were the question?
Yeah, the question of. Yes, question, we already got to the drill log of course it was in the next question.
Mr. Nas, if you could ask him what summary he referred to.
Yeah, that summary,
What summary, Mr. Lee, what summary you looked at to determine the depth of the water well, the south of the project area?
Interpreter.
summary that log like if you let them shut down, change to that. Okay, you're right.
I've located it online in the South Dakota water well drilling database, and I also believe it's one of Mr. Ellison's exhibits that he submitted.
The South Dakota water base.
Summary or the well.
Order that. The South Dakota water well database, something at Duncan to do.
One minute, Mr. Chair.
Sure. Take your time.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. It's one of those.
Mr. Blady, I handed you what's been marked. Ellison exhibit, Mr. Ellison exhibit. 19. I don't know. Prefixed your exhibits.
I'm sorry.
19. Is this the log you're referring to?
Let's see, I had to look.
That's my young.
Yes,
On head, yeah.
And based on well log you have in front of you previously reviewed, what is your understanding of the formation into which the water well to the south of the project is drilled?
I want to live on, water log, yeah. Head there. Gonna kill you, case you can on domestic bars and such as that. You shoot, you need.
this well was completed in the Jurassic formation at a total depth of 540 feet.
Can we have this exhibit introduced, please? The witness is going to refer to it.
Do you want to put your exhibit on it, number on it, or do you want to use Mr. Ellison's exhibit?
Mine's already marked. I have no objection if he uses mine. I have to use his in some instances, and I have to use the tribes.
Okay,
So if that would be more convenient, I
absolutely.
recommend.
Start off with an until the 19th.
Yes. And
The Jurassic, you know, but on ten high, isn't it? I'm gonna let you over, take the 1,500 to what was the depth of it?
540.
540.
you moved to admit Ellison exhibit 19.
I did.
I have no objection.
Then you have no objection to your own exhibit.
Yes, sir.
Exhibit in there, yellow.
Admitted.
Thank you.
Mr. Blady, is the up top of formation, where is the up top of formation in comparison to the Morrison formation? Identified in Ellison exhibit 19?
Papa, no, what did you say, Papa, no, Morrison formation?
I did, yes.
Papa, Morrison formation.
Okay, now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Blake, did you answer the question?
No, not yet.
Trying to get it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
that we follow this information. Yeah, that's the question.
Where is the Papa in comparison to the Morris?
It lies below it.
Who's done? Papa is below the noise information. Okay. I have. Many little basket have more information and how to find and how to what because we have no problem for it.
Mr. Blady, can you please describe for us the review of drill logs in the project area that you have undertaken?
Honeywell, what kind of is not drill of the outreach and not actually work.
I have reviewed numerous drill logs that are bordering on the outside of the project location, the proposed exploration location. And I have some partial old logs that I have found in the archives of South Dakota for some early 1950s exploration holes on Section 36.
I'm sorry, what's the last part of that, sir?
On Section 36.
Thank you.
The top one taking had a honey numerous, I had to go numerous because why did it somewhere? PV. 1950s in Hong Kong. Olympic.
Based on that review, have you identified water wells within Craven Canyon itself?
And then what they want in the review, if we can, Craven Canyon, my head of state, that they'll be top of coffee.
Yes, there's been some drilling in Craven Canyon historically. Some domestic water, recent exploration wells as well.
And then only the Craven Canyon, the market right now. Domestic wells become big story. So I know which will take him out, the large up. Monkey him drilling the sites, picking up. And level. Gain one of it.
Mr. Blade, what will occur with the drill pads following drilling on a pad?
So the drill pads and golf on the moment the blue stuff you ran off. Dutch kid. We usually do this. You have it finished with the chemical.
Upon completion of the well, they will be immediately reclaimed.
The one check now, the blue stuff you have it during that could kill, yeah.
Can you describe that reclamation for us?
And had Dutch kid, it's one thing you know.
Yes, so we will let the material in the sun evaporate, the water in the sun. Sorry.
What the material?
We'll let the water in the sun evaporate. We will puncture the lining in the sun back material we move to make the zone. We will plug the drill hole with bentonite.
Can you stop it there?
Sorry,
So, for the reclamation, the truth is we had some, evaporation. Some had Makaki land 16 by 16 feet. Ohoni na chungash gana. Manhattan monkey that is at 5 feet.
and this is with that.
So 5 feet, Manhattan can. And after you have, when the bush pump and now pussy up there. When you pull the lining up, puncture, and then liner up, but. That have, blown up, which I, that would you have little, last year we named that will, practice you have, we put that change, then, not lose it.
The drill hole will be plugged with bentonite grout from bottom to 3 feet of the surface, where reclaimed topsoil from that pad will be properly replaced.
Let us look on top of we have, of the, my head top, the bent in my gal, we have, the bottom is on, this room of the head, yes. Now, let's have more coffee, you have it, you can have it, carry it. Yeah,
In areas of compaction, the surface will be rough and will be reseeded according to the seed mix that's been approved for this project.
my coffee have, when I check out on, to protect the, honey, this last government check out the child. Bumps, I'll be. As my puppy lives in the up there, and I'll be a people. The head chop, Sui, you know, I can't tell you, I eat to kill and chip it. Puppy, I just humble, bucket, yeah. Do I leave I, you know, I'll pick you and I will back the challenge, up here, up here. Just keep yeah,
Any topsoil that was removed from that particular pad will be replaced. And we'll also be doing spraying for any noxious weeds on and surrounding the pad.
Very good, donkey. Okay. That would take honey, they try to copy the original. That would, noxious elk we have. That would, maybe they'll be, I used this in the cow. That's it.
The reseeding will be done on a grass drill and we will follow the recommendation plan to what has been put forth. It's not a conflict of agencies.
Okay, now. Okay, I'm funny how each other possible. Tell if you want to get. Now, do a funny how to do funny. I would love to take this love me up coffee when when you can.
Mr. Delaney. How is, to what agricultural purpose is the project area currently being put?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question.
To what agricultural purpose is the project area currently being utilized?
Thank you.
Example, agriculture, yeah, we had one, the chocolate that we have. Agriculture, we had the chocolate.
Limited grazing as far as with discussions with the surface and sea, there hasn't been any cattle grazed on that land for 2 years.
Well, no, when you do If that's the hell, I asked what we talked about. And then we need to look at it.
And again, what is the total area that will be disturbed by the drill pad locations?
I don't know, my coche, don't want to go try to log it.
Each drill pad would be a maximum size of 0.08 acres. So if we drilled all 38, we'd be looking at 3.04 acres of total disturbance.
And then real has got like even my coach be 1/8 of an acre. That what that is, 0.08,
It's about 1/10, just less than 1.
the 1/10 of an acre, what has not been done. Altogether, then you have just 3.04 acres impact because of the you know, it's top on the studies, but it has a lot of the picture. Yeah.
Lady, what did Clean Nuclear Energy do to confirm this project would not have an adverse impact on a threatened or endangered wildlife indigenous to this area?
And the clean energy talked up from the dealer. The monthly storm, the TP. The whole Makama has finished. Many one of these roads and hills will down to the TP, or 20,000. Well, hopefully, even though we don't forget the electric bill, be up to us. Well, hopefully, not exactly. Then there's only not a challenge there. There's after a chill, he love. How you more possible out there. That's only behavior ring. But not only the other. I first. Keep out life.
We consulted with Game Fish and Parks, and we also had a specialist wildlife.
So then, game, fish and parks, then, on slowly up because if that you like have to give a child out there, it's you want. Must be a that's a homemade child, and then you can walk it.
Mr. Lady, have you reviewed the Game Fish and Parks proposed recommendations for regarding ground nesting birds, raptor nest surveys, and baboon surveys?
Okay, game, fish and parks. If that's it, be, if we go on, and, okay, because the level, yeah, we'll get to charge now. And that you have slowly up, be. What's your, probably charge, you don't people. Once you go on and now let you feel, not to feel cheap. And the more you get the budget now.
Yes, I have.
Let me, into your district manager.
Yes, I have.
Is Clean Nuclear Energy prepared to comply with those conditions?
But that if you have, you want what we talking, a recommendation, even though, it shows that I used. You know, here. More copy down, don't you, here, you know, he talks to. No, I'm not, thank you,
Yes, we are.
Mr. Blady, contained within the state's exhibits is a list of recommended permit conditions.
Excuse me, what state's exhibit?
It is two.
Thank you.
Two. Have you reviewed,
This, from the state exhibit in the, if you say again, did you review the state exhibits?
did you review the recommended permit condition contained in states?
And the recommendation found was in the exhibit two below, genau, jetzt ist da two times.
Yes, I have.
Yes, it is not.
And this clean nuclear energy prepared to comply with all of the recommended permit conditions.
And the clean energy permit requirement. Well, хоча кіна олоте. Тако олота чанс на акутні тако і саме clean energy knowledge. Diane, it
Yes, we are.
Mr. Earlier today, excuse me. Earlier today, I was asked to perhaps take a little, more frequent breaks. It's 1:30.
Mr. Chairman, if I can be, if I can give 10 minutes and then take a break, to make sure that my direct examination of Mr. Blady is complete, that may expedite the process.
Okay,
That's okay.
very well, thank you.
Mr. Blady, can you please discuss the benefits of this uranium exploration project?
and why is like you hang what are the benefits? Do I watch this stuff?
The benefits of this project are a greater understanding of the hydrogeology in the area and a better understanding of the mineral resources in the area. As per state law, this is important for the economic development and growth of the state.
Order, please. You're out of order when you call me a jerk.
You watched it, I have not. Then we need the better understanding of hydraulic. We need to let those get young people. Don't get getting, don't get down for una. Makama and Makachi did that, the only, aha, it's not the only. Mavav, walking time and not in her hydrology. Nikki left our new thing. It won't. What is being said, economic development. Let them have, you watch it. When my hand also strong, is what problem is. Well, she was in one street and then Diana what to give her. She all wanted to talk to the economic development. We still get wash it China, buy out from the, that have water here.
Mr. Blady, proposed permit condition 4.2.1 requires clean nuclear energy to, within 6 months after the expiration of the permit, submit a clear and complete report concerning the geological conditions in the permit area. What is the benefit of that information for the state?
It's a really long question. Okay. Clean energy in 6 months report?
Yeah.
Okay. Ale ono clean energy gluszona, Dr. Chilke, Gabi Chulman, 1 year to he's going 6 months. I can't do report when she follow up there. Okay, so what did you say in that 6 months to bring back the clear report?
Yeah, so the geologic conditions identified by the project.
The mineral, the fact you Gabi Chilke cannot report or follow up. And have reporting that in Dr. Ichuna. Don't Dr. Ichuna, the deal will don't know from not behind. It's in my research again, keep the
This report will lay out everything we've done to properly plug the holes so they can be noted and recorded in state databases, as well as update any geologic records for the area and give an overall better understanding of the hydrogeology and mineralization in the southern part of Buffalo's.
So Lee, what is the closest town? Oh, yeah.
report the methodology, geology, hydrogeology, geology, and what?
We've got a better deal. Probably 6 years as well.
Ona iglushona tapuchuna, na yusabi chuna, hydrology, kitos kermiki na yamfina, biology ki hachaku ikabi chuki, na yuba report ki be, na hell the fact, okay.
Mr. Lady, what is the closest town to the project area?
Na tukil otwa heki, kila ya janta technology,
Edgemont.
it's my.
Please take a look at exhibit 114. Can you identify that as please?
This is a letter of support from the Edgemont Area Chamber of Commerce.
Mr. Chairman, I would object to this on grounds of relevance. And if the board decides that the resolution from the Edgemont Chamber of Commerce is relevant, then I would ask that the board seriously revisit the relevance of the public vote on the initiated ordinance declaring uranium mining a nuisance. Of the population.
Which people count?
The London being Edgemont, Chamber of Commerce, bought before. God of the ash when I will talk up. We'll talk down on the Chinchnita initiative on power.
Mr. Chairman, exhibits 114 and 115, the letter of support from both Chamber of Commerce of Edgemont and the City of Edgemont. They are provided essentially in response to those exhibits that were received by the board during the, I believe it was the March hearing in this matter. And that's what they are on here today.
Objection!
For the record, I would object to the city council resolution on the same basis and would argue that a count of the number of yard signs opposing uranium mining in this community would be equally relevant. But above all, the initiated resolution.
Mr. Davis, you're stepping all over the interpreter. Let's
Okay,
take this.
sorry.
I'm just arguing objection.
I got it. Edgemont, Nichap in the Chamber of Commerce, which all option. Now. Exhibit 114, 115, no. Which means, till your home in a grown signs that trouble. They'll change me to so, God help me, it won't work. So,
Okay, thank you.
See the board trying to reject a request from Fall River County because it was not filed according to you in a timely manner. We're getting this on day 2 of these proceedings. It should not be considered relevant.
objection based on the board's previous decision to not include Fall River County ordinance, which outweighs a resolution of any kind. And that if you accept this, then you are essentially supporting hypocrisy and a whole bunch of other things that I just can't say right now. But objection nonetheless on those basis, and you already ruled that local ordinances are not relevant. Therefore, for a city that is outside of this area, it is also irrelevant. And I and that will be John. And then Bella will see talking about the competition and doing it, you watched it, just you.
Mr. Chair,
You'll get your time later.
When's your time?
this is an objection and an elaboration of the objection that we're dealing with presently.
We can't have, if you have a specific objection that's not a speaking objection, please state it.
What does that mean?
So I'm supposed to object via interpretive dance or hand gestures. I'm going to be inappropriate, sir.
Yes, it would.
Look, please review the transcript from the 15th or whatever it was in March. I very explicitly pointed out that there were 2 different functions of the Fall River Ordinance. Whether or not you or the Supreme Court or anybody else decide the legal applicability of that, it nonetheless was a verifiable and legally provable opinion poll of the people of this county, and therefore could not be considered irrelevant because the people of this county are in a better position than anybody else to determine whether or not the costs exceed the benefits from the perspective of their own lives. You nonetheless, you yielded your legal argument about the difference between,
I get your point,
right,
Sharp, please.
so,
Put your hand down.
look, it was your own decision to say, even an opinion poll, we're excluding it. This is an opinion poll of a couple of council members, not even the whole county. I'm sorry. You guys are making, I really wanted to come here and be polite and congratulate you on doing something right. Please, don't embarrass yourself anymore.
Entirely failed you, please. This is
Objection, don't be a bigot, please.
This is my rule. I'm going to admit exhibit 114 and 115 purely for the purpose of stating.
For the purpose of what?
Purposes stated in the letter.
They already decided that.
I also have a foundational objection, and if you would like me to explain it, I'd be happy to.
I'm gonna overrule it.
Well, how do you even know?
What?
what it is?
That foundation.
Well, let's just say that you're accepting a document that's been just is not right. Because the city resolution was dated on April 7th of this year. And the notes from the city council meeting state that that resolution was tabled on April 7th. So there's something, if you want to accept a fraudulent document, you can do that.
Then you bring on evidence of that.
It's right here. It's a city county meeting. But I'll do proper cross-examination. You got it. Thank you. I look forward to it.
Mr. Chair, would now be a appropriate time for a break.
But what we're going to do is, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna come back And then also what we're going to do is we're going to recess at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I would like Mr. Ellison, Mr. Gunn, Mr. Nas, Mr. Blair, and any other intervener that would like to stay to discuss how we handle the, I think it's the Vantage report and the state report, so as we can comply with state law of protecting the archaeological and cultural sensitive sites that have been identified in those reports.
I certainly encourage any interveners that want to come as well. I thank you for that opportunity. And I look forward to it at 4 o'clock. I also just want to raise a question of, this one feather has been going since this morning, and I believe that one of the information that was provided to the board by,
I'll
Ms.
stop you right there. I spoke with Miss Longfeather, if she wanted Mr. Whitebloom to do her job this afternoon. And she graciously told me, she said, I'm more than willing to continue, and
Okay.
that's why she's there.
I was just worried that she was tired. Thank you so much.
I was worried about her too, that's why I asked her an hour back.
Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right.
And I need to go lie down for the rest of the afternoon. I want to reserve my right to cross-examine the witness should my name come up in my absence.
Absolutely. Recess.
Yeah. Sorry. Marty, very nice to meet you. So it's fun. I know. Great, like. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not super ready to stop staying here. Are you listening? I understand. Yeah, right. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes,
Does it have offices in South Dakota?
South Dakota offices are down, you have that,
no,
yeah,
The offices of CNEC are in Vancouver, British Columbia. Correct.
the offices of Nexus Uranium are in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Nexus Uranium, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Does CNEC have a physical office?
Clean energy company, electrical office with that.
No,
Do you know what address is listed on the corporation documents?
Address, city of Calhoun.
not off the top of my head, no.
Who is the president of CNC?
Well, president, we not got him, CNEC.
Myself,
Yeah, child.
Who is the treasurer?
The treasurer, well, not this guy, I'm not.
I'm sorry that may be a dated document that you're looking at.
My question was, who is the treasurer of CNC?
Well, treasurer had to knock out.
I'm not sure if the treasurer was.
Only a president, no treasurer, okay? That's legit.
It's gotta go to the hearing.
You have a good job, Mike.
So national cap.
Who is the secretary of CNC?
Well, secretary, the knock out.
CNEC is a non-operating company. It holds our mineral titles and leases in the United States.
And the CNEC, the non-operating company had took out.
Does that mean non-operating company?
There's no operations day-to-day at company. It holds us, interest in the United States.
And the non-operating company, the
For US.
US mineral interest in office.
Are you the sole director on the board of directors of the nuclear reactor?
Yes.
Sure.
İşnala ne yan yoga yapar.
Yes.
And you filed an annual report with the state of South Dakota in 2026.
The annual report will be probably in 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
And would you agree that you listed yourself as the president, secretary, treasurer, and sole director of CNC?
I would.
Sir,
The İşnala yan çocuk admin treasury secretary Washington.
Yes.
What is 503-905 West Henry Street, Vancouver, British Columbia?
It's our corporate office.
The address it's not copy 5039 Southwest.
West Henry Street.
and
or
PENDER,
or
British Columbia.
Or corporate office.
And that corporate office is glad to British Columbia.
when was CNBC formed?
So how to shall CNC have a
2021 or 2022?
2021, 2022, what has it been?
Was it formed for the purpose of holding claims to minerals in the United States?
Yes.
Ale rodzimą chcę doma zlecia. Bo chcę widzieć innego. Claims are police pakiet.
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, is that because the 1872 General Mining Act allows citizens of the United States to hold mining claims?
The 1872 mining claims we have now. US citizens can have no claims to people.
I'll object, calls for a legal conclusion.
Mr. Dane. Interpreter. He said, I object to a legal conclusion. I sustain. Go ahead.
Does the 1872 Mining Act any part of the reason why CNBC was formed?
The 1872 mining claims you have hunter hop. Then let's.
Any objection?
If you know or don't know, that's all you can do.
I don't know.
Slowly as you get.
Is Nexus Uranium a Canadian company?
The Nexus uranium is led Jima Pacha. The UK.
Yes.
And Nexus Uranium is the sole owner of CNOC.
The Nexus. The CNEC, dollar color.
Yes.
For this project.
The Nexus led. Makayo look on the factor that we led, yeah, down, got it, Gary.
Yes.
Did Nexus Uranium provide the money to enter the option for Cowboy Exploration Holdings?
The Nexus, even cowboy claims given chocolate.
No.
Who did?
Based in uranium.
Has, does Basin Uranium exist?
The base in uranium that declare, top of finish,
No. And hasn't been merged into or superseded by Nexus Uranium.
Let's look down. Next is uranium out the Marcus,
That is correct. In September 2025, Basic merged with Nexus Uranium and Nexus ceased to exist after the completion of the merger. That's basic.
Interesting.
Great, right?
And next is Gila. Again, Inaki, Clean Energy Corporation to the country.
I want to introduce a series of exhibits. The first is 305. I'll represent Mr. Blady that these are the interrogatories and requests for production and the notice of deposition from the tribes to CNC.
Can you say that again?
These are this exhibit contains the interrogatories, request for production, and deposition notice for CNC.
Can you explain
Questions, written questions,
interrogatory
written questions.
written questions? Written questions to the Machaji Adana Warrior Chicago Beach when a request to the tribes. Did the tribes did send a request to you? Is that what you're saying? For the tribes? The tribes given a request now go up. Back to the interrogatory request and the tribes did request that, is that what you're saying? And then what did you say next?
Just waiting.
Oh,
Do you recognize that? Those documents? Yes. Move their admission.
Any objection?
I can find which exhibits they were.
305.
Oh, no objection.
Council, could you say the numbers again, please?
305.
5 OST CRST admin.
Mr. Chair. The Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe and Oglala Sioux Tribe submitted joint exhibits. So they're technically named, labeled, for example, 305/405. Can we just call it 305?
Absolutely.
I show the witness 301. I will represent that is the transcript and exhibits from your deposition. Do you agree? Yes.
so let our transcripts and the depositions be in yeah, talkie nation. Yeah, yes, if you got the jump on, yeah.
With the admission of 301.
Okay.
Okay. trying. What is the date of the deposition?
November 6th, 2025.
Deposition, we have November 6, 2025. Treasury.
So that's the entire deposition supposed to be exhibit to Mark. And there's no objection. No objection. 301 is received.
I've shown you exhibit 306. Are those your answers to the written discovery requests?
In the 306 LP have, Ryan 50 have, and written depositions in the chart. My block it.
Yes. Move their admission.
Can I get clarification? 305 is interrogatories answered by whom?
Those were interrogatories propounded by the tribe to CNC.
Without answers?
Correct.
And so 306 is the responsive
Correct.
interrogatories. Why is it necessary to have the interrogatories propounded in addition to the actual answer?
It's a combined exhibit that includes the notice of deposition under 30B6, including the topics for examination.
Okay, thank you. And you want better? Can you explain what I just said?
The interrogatory to see, you see, and the response. The response under 30B 6.
Any objection to 306?
No objection.
306 received.
I've shown you exhibit 307, which is supplemental responses by CNEC to the tribe's written discovery requests. Is that correct?
Supplemental
Written responses,
responses to
the tribe's written discovery requests.
Wapi Akanta supplemental response to the tribe's written discovery request. Yes,
Move their admission.
307 received.
I'm showing you exhibit 337, which is an affidavit signed by you on January 6, 2026. Correct.
exhibit 337 affidavit. The signature of January 7th, 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
You were designated by CNEC to speak on behalf of the
corporation at the deposition, correct?
Ale Gafnira Picha is designated to speak on deposition. Ale Taku Waki, Yechale Wogaki, the Iwogaki.
Yes.
And at the deposition, you weren't able to answer some of the questions and provided written answers in the affidavit marked 337.
Ale Warrior had Ichikawa Pond and a whole. I wish I still fishing for affidavit below na I wish I would just 337.
Yes.
And that affidavit represents the sworn testimony of CNEC.
The affidavit in sworn deposition by the CEO, CNEC.
337, correct? Yes.
I'm showing you exhibit
Have you moved to admit 337?
No, I'll move to admit 337.
337 affidavit he has, Fatima, yes.
Any objection, Mr. Nas?
No,
337.
What is 319?
319 Alfie Little.
It's the technical report prepared for the Chord Uranium Project. Originally authored May 7th, 2024, updated September 19th, 2025.
Number what?
19.
And it was prepared by Nexus Uranium, or the update was?
It was, yes, commissioned by Nexus Uranium Fellows.
The report Gobble, here prepared by the Nexus. Yeah, yeah.
It was prepared for Nexus Uranium, prepared by PRS.
By what?
PRS. Inc.
The wall he have prepared for Nexus by BRS. BRS have a real voting.
No.
And who was this document filed with?
And that wall he keep but yeah.
This was filed as part of our public disclosure for Nexus Uranium.
And then wall he keeps public disclosure for Nexus.
With what governmental entity?
What government that should have?
It was filed on CDAR with the Securities Exchange. SEDAR. It's an acronym.
SEA.
So AR. SED.
ER.
Just
I'm showing you page 8 of exhibit 39. Do you see the area marked Chord Project?
Wapikila 319 over there. I love that. Wapikila Wapikila.
Yes, I see it.
And the total acreage of the Chord project is 3,640 acres.
Yes.
And that total acreage be 3,640. And that hooked out by the Yamni. With general, by the shock that I get. With them the top. One have a culture be. El. Well, all that the uranium and
That includes US Forest Service land and state land on section 36.
the Isaki be a US forestry land, section 36, Halaku Opa.
Yes.
The Chord project includes the following operations or exploration of the following deposits. Chord, October Jinx, Viking, Ridge Runner, and unnamed smaller deposits.
The Chord project, following explanation of or exploration. He said again,
Chord, October Jinx, Viking, Ridge Runner, and unnamed smaller deposits.
I got lost at October jinx and then what?
Those are all native words.
Yeah, I know.
She has to say.
So that you're talking too fast. Next one.
Oh, sorry.
You have three corporations in them.
Chord, October Jinx, Viking, Ridge Running.
So that corporations can let Chord in October jinx, Viking, and a Ridge Runner. And a top up.
Yes.
Apart
Yeah.
apart from the land that is subject to this proceeding, all other land is on Forest Service property.
Mo facciamo perché vai con you look up to give her the each talker from the each talker to the okay.
No. Only a small portion of section 36 is under consideration for EX 9453.
I have this still section 3060 here at all that
Apart from the land in section 36, however big or small, the other land is on Forest Service property.
the normal particular Forest Service property on the
Yes.
and
Are you proceeding with the state project first for any reason?
but forget state project you have that way ahead
we're moving forward with the state project because it could potentially represent the extension of the Chord federalized body.
They're moving from the state project because of the rolling.
Represent the mineralized extension.
Le Isamia osa ia des die Olympi. Dann had extension he had.
Mr. Dunn, are you going to move to introduce the sick?
I'll move the admission of 319.
No objection.
319 is received.
The 319 he had nakuha war pikichu. No objection.
Does exhibit 319 concern the entire Chord project, including all of the deposits named earlier?
The court project he led and Omoki, you have that stuff that had.
No, it's not all encompassing of the entire project.
Yeah,
What aspects of the project are not included in 319?
I heard Taku Okash in here.
There was a number of drill wells and historic logs that were incomplete, so they weren't able to be included in the mineral resource.
Number of historic
Drill logs.
drill logs. And honey na makoche you float on the Taku Oleo Kihana Echai. You walk up.
What I mean is, exhibit 319 discusses the Chord project, including the plan of operations for the entire acreage of 3,640 acres.
To let you have just 319 exhibit like you let historic drill logs discussing the Chord plan and the plan of operation.
I'll object the plan of operations on the state land.
Sustain.
I'm not sure I understand the objection.
We are focused on this exploration permit pursuant to chapter 4516.
I didn't hear the objection. What was the objection here?
You could use a microphone perhaps.
Speak louder. Why have my?
Essentially, his objection was beyond the scope of this project, and I sustained it.
Of course.
Would you agree that the state project represents a very small percentage of the overall Chord project?
To let Hagay Chunta he let distill a chunani. The monkey had Chord project he had at summits.
I wouldn't say very small. Oh, close to 20%.
And the 20% he had. Twenty percent, that's a 3,000 acres.
Yeah.
surely you don't mean that 88 acres is 20% of 3,640.
You didn't clarify, you said state land.
I didn't. I just didn't hear what you said.
If you're speaking about the exploration area, that's the interest of EX and I 453, then yes, I would agree with your statement.
In fact, it's about,
Okay, so 20% of 2,640 chale. Dr. if you had beyond the scope of project, the state project, is smaller. I had a monkey had, 20% of 3,640 ukta. Yamini, uktamina, fakbe, ake, uktamina topa. I had 20%, he had English, had Chinooga. I had 88 acres, he had in the church.
Yeah, sort of misunderstood here. What you're asking.
you would agree that 88 acres is about 2.4% of 3,640 acres.
Yes.
Let's whether, I'm sorry.
Chile, okay, Vijala, we had 20%. Kokta, while the yam in Victimna, or while the shark bears, Victimna topa, Kochiki Wanaha. I have 20%, he had 88 acres, I had to get it, yeah.
I want to back up for one moment. Has CNEC itself ever engaged in uranium exploration?
I thought the CNEC, yeah, down the uranium exploration, which you have,
No,
yeah.
So CNEC has not engaged in 7 prior uranium projects.
Can CNEC seven, remaining projects of all copper.
that is correct.
All right.
CNEC has never posted a bond for uranium exploration.
The CNEC bond is on, most of stuff you have, it's not costume. Wait,
It has.
For this project.
not hit your get.
Not for this project. Sorry.
That's what we're talking about.
So you bond, you have gadgets.
For a project that didn't go forward.
Sorry, your kind of.
Sorry, can you clarify that question, please?
Was the bond CNEC posted for a project that did not move forward or has not moved forward?
So the CNEC bond allows you to have, not the, even, I mean, dogging intrusion.
The project was sold.
It choked dash well, of Christmas.
Like you trying to sell Craven Canyon?
Yes,
Has you testified that you that CNEC examined drill logs from the area? Is that correct?
So testify if you had drill logs, you can, or what did you say there were the drill logs
From the area.
from the area?
You may answer.
CNEC itself did not examine the logs.
The CNECP and drill logs, and that you want from.
Who did it?
Our consultants and members of Nexus Uranium and myself.
So, yeah, tell it, choose your consultants now. Do all come in, check.
Were any of those drill logs from the land that is subject to this application?
The drill logs given within the area of application given.
We did locate some incomplete records of drill logs from the early 1950s on the application area.
And only in the 1950s, drill logs given Donnie, you stop checking incomplete, yeah.
Were they water tower logs or exploration logs or both?
And water logs had some exploration and that.
They were done by a company called Craven, and they appear to be exploration, just a grid exploration, really wide space in the general area.
Company had Craven Cold and no Ichima Hanichuka.
How many drill holes do the logs show?
Donna, will you look up in Hanacha? You are thinking.
I don't know the exact number off the top of my head.
You see if you can. Donna drill logs given yeah, expect a fluffy got up in Hana.
Do you have the logs?
Logs given drill logs given a while given you have it.
I don't have them with me currently, no.
Now you have to get. I usually have to.
You testified that the land in this area is considered a brownfield site.
And honey, well, Makati, you look on it. To get the, or you have to be moving, push your arm between. And now red pink sides the top. And now red feels like the, a gardening tea occasion, gardening tea occasion to, and then the trust.
For clarification, which area are you referring to?
That was gonna be my question to you.
And then you got the red field side, look the damn such a, yeah, no copper strike, you live to kill no coffee. You got that. Yes, I think you got you get.
You didn't ask me a question.
To your knowledge, what lands are considered brownfield site?
I'm a coach to kill and reach on the red field side, the outfit and that.
I would consider a brownfield site anywhere that saw significant drilling or other types of development activities, whether it be test pits, pass, So a lot of activity where the surface of the land is disturbed. I would consider that brown.
Brownfield site ki hana significant out ki hana lila ashtanis lila shito kita test kits ila na cut to go makaki waksana we brown ki hana na tuktekta nakopa te ihongya pina makaki yukhari jona tuktel egna and now piazza.
Is that your definition and designation? Or was that made by a government agency?
Yeah, Della Hitchell. Are we government agency Maji Hitchell Gachli
That's my personal conclusion and the conclusion of the author of the Chord Uranium Technical Report.
Tele, yeah, Della Hitchell Marco get personal opinion Eki he yeah Della Ash Daku Yawana Edancha Hina Abiukshan. Yeah.
So to be clear, the land has not been designated a brownfield site by a government agency.
To brownfield site ki le government ki Hitchell charge attack he.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. So let's Kasloleshnike.
Are there productive water wells within the area you personally consider to be a brownfield site?
Minikile, minich apakilena hoch. Imaka bekta hina hoch Shicha.
Regarding the project area, no.
Yeah.
Do you consider any of the land within the project area to be a brownfield site in your personal opinion?
To the Ohomnia Makoche honey uranium na taku yuhabi chuki hana brownfield site hechanish hechashnik.
Just to confirm, you're referring to the 88 acres? Is that what?
Correct.
Did you answer?
Not yet.
Madam Translator, he asked if I was referring to the 88 acres and I said yes.
Oh, I had 88 acres ki hecha iwoglake. To hetu cha pads ki hina kalkokte.
I wouldn't consider it a brownfield site. It's adjacent to a brownfield site though, yeah.
I'm showing you, or trying to show you exhibit 116.
Tele 88 acres het dushni ka isaki bia brownfield site.
Is that an assignment of lease to Cowboy?
Let me do that.
Let's see.
That 116 is an assignment from Cowboy to CNEC, correct?
Let Dr. Yurek have exhibit 116 is from the copy to the CNEC.
Correct.
It's a lease. Lease.
And CNEC is in possession of the lease or a copy of the lease that was assigned by Cowboy to CNEC, correct? The underlying lease.
CNEC copy of lease to from the cowboy to CNEC.
Correct. Are you willing to provide that to the board and the parties?
To the document ki board interested parties.
Yes. The application you submitted is for 50 drill sites, correct?
Le 50 drill sites ki application makage.
The original application was for 50 drill sites and it has subsequently been reduced to 38.
Has the,
The original lease ki have 50 sites as wanna yijik alap to 38.
has the application itself been formally amended to reflect the reduction in sites to 38?
The application makage ki have you talked on amendment ki have 50 Wikjemna Zapta to Wikjemna Yamni Akeshogova.
The deletions have been accepted by DNR, but I don't have a new application that states the lessened amount of disturbance. No.
The deletions ki hana DNR ki you talked about. Well, piki you talk of na gnakeshni.
The project area for this project is 88 acres.
The project area ki ha 88 acres.
Yes, approximately. Yeah.
Has any of that acreage been removed from the project area because of the deletion of drill sites?
To have project area 88 acres ki hana ho drilling ki ha you have.
No, we left it. It's the same as in the original application.
Yeah, ichi tropdashnia, original application LET money get.
Why?
Dakue,
The exploration is still going to occur within that box.
exploration. Okama hela kiyana, daku oleo te ki he itima hel.
Not a box there, but
Your application states that you will perform exploration activities for up to 2 weeks per drill site.
Le wana makama hel di chlokana kuta ke ya ki he. We nupa actually joked, ichunkte.
Yes,
So the project could last 76 weeks.
Let's 76 weeks behind. I had 38 wells ki hana. Mat ki chanam ki hana nupa ki le.
it's a common practice when you're putting together an exploration program or an application to allow for additional time in case there's unforeseen circumstances. I would anticipate each well taking between 1 to 2 days.
The common practice ki he yogi la chumoki na chatash. Additional time ki he isamya kuta ki ya ki he push takwa iya chalila sitata ugna kahlogi yak te keepshni chana. Additional time, yeah.
Have you amended your application to reflect the 1 to 2 day estimate per drill site?
The application of gaga ki he kitala itrok chahe chal betu ki angila nishnun hukuta ke yuslog ayak te ki he.
No,
Yeah.
Too many.
You mentioned that you will drill to a depth of 400 to 550 feet.
To have kutakya 400 to 500 feet ya ki have mahetach chisnislet ash and niki mahetah choka kaluset.
we are targeting the base of the Nicara formation, and in the exploration area, that's the expected depth for that target.
And by Indian, okay,
The base of the bottom of the Iankaga,
It's
Iankaga ki have ukutaki cheteta ha yankeki hatancha he waheha ihunite.
when you say Indian Kara formation, do you mean Indian Kara group?
correct.
The Iankaga iwogla ki have ishnalashni and donna atat.
And the Indian Kara group includes the Fall River and Lakota formations.
Lakota na Fall River cham Inanaku.
Yes,
Would you say Lakota group and Minikata?
Fall River and Lakota formations.
Is it Donna's Minikata, which is Fall River?
Fall River and Lakota formations.
Tahel Kutakti Kutakayaki ha Maji Miniki Baki had Lakota group yapi no Moki ha Fall River yapi. Tahena we wila cheta hinapana chacha.
Are you aware that the Indian Car Group is the second highest quality of recoverable water in this region?
Yeah, kafa ki da miniki lila step. Miniki ha oye ha keshni na miniki ha kaluza. Na miniki ha pejuta.
I am aware there is recoverable water in the Indian Car Group.
There is like.
Recoverable, yeah. Yeah. It is a large formation. It stretches over 140 miles.
There,
One drop will do the rest. Ready,
Now recovering your mind.
ready. Yeah, kafa ki la cha wheel beata. Yeah, kapahan cha hetancha. Miniki la homini una oksha u. Chan lila tranka.
there is a confining layer between the Fall River and Lakota formations.
The head chukaya confining layer. What is that? Oh, there's another confining layer.
A barrier.
Le makama ha echa iya kaha yanke ash iwanka Lakota group, Fall River group yanke. Na iya kaha ki le li la tanka. How many miles did you say this? 140 miles?
I didn't.
Funny. It's pretty big because the iya kaha ki le hukuta kia hina. Untio ki bahe ha ihani hong.
Mr. John. We were gonna have a gathering at 4. Are you close to wrapping up or you have more questions?
I have more questions.
How much longer do you think you need?
I don't know. It's hard to estimate because of the translation and the speed.
Is this a good area or do you want to finish up with this area or do you want to quit? Tell me.
We can stop now if you want. I have a couple more questions on this particular topic that I
Okay,
can ask.
let's finish up the particular topic and then we will take a recess to have our meeting.
The Lakota Formation is on top of the Fall River Formation.
The Fall River is. Get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike, I'll withdraw the question. The Lakota Formation.
River on top, Lakota on the left.
Oh, okay. Fall River is on top and the Lakota Formation is on the bottom.
Translations.
So, Miniki le chitata yaki ha Fall River chahe iwanka bianke. Na ha Lakota group ki ha isami kutachim. Yanke. Now, iya kaha le chikutachim yanke. That's a young tree. There's three water tables.
Correct. Fall River is on top.
And you will drill through both formations.
Tale, wana you clock up ifta, hokea ki ha, yehonik te ki ha Fall River ki ha, chalo kutachia ki ha Lakota ki ha ena, chiteta yanke ki ha ianka.
Here,
And after yuha, wana kutakia yeku halogda, wana after yuha. Yinkte.
our drilling is targeting the Chilson member of.
Start over.
Our drilling is targeting the Chilson member of the Lakota Formation. Typically, from the wells and logs I've reviewed, the Fall River is dry in the area of the exploration area.
Tale Fall River, Makali Yageki ha Napuza Gapi.
So the answer is yes. You will drill through or into both formations.
You can, then after you, how you flocking the hang come.
Yes.
And you do not plan to case the drill hole after you drill to the bottom of the Fall River formation, but before you drill into the Lakota formation.
Okay, run that again, you don't plan to.
You do not intend to case the drill hole when you drill to the bottom of the Fall River formation before drilling into the Lakota formation.
Tukeo puta kiyaki le Fall River ki le Dagni Mininicha. Ashu puta kiyaki he le oyukloki ki le akakbit punkta henish hechukdishnia. Na kuta kiyaki he Lakota group na. Iya kaho kuta kiyaki.
It depends on the drilling conditions.
Le ayupteki he Dagni kutake yana Dagni Shichinish Dagni El Yashianta kutakti yakta get. So the question I don't understand is when you case it, one down, you're saying, are you gonna case it there and do another one next to it, or I don't understand, I can't translate it. I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, if it's okay with the hearing officer, we'll stop here.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Are we off the record?
no, I want to be on the record. I have a question for the board and ask for some,
Hold on.
sure.
We're going to recess at 4:00. Do you want this on the record?
What I want to state, I do, and I want with the witness being here. If I may, say what I want to ask for. What I want to ask for is this. Mr. Blady stated that he did not have the Craven coal logs with him today.
But deal with Mr. Nas on that, and if you.
Well, no, I want a ruling from this board in case he doesn't do it, and that is that I want the board to help me in the sense that I would like to have Mr. Blady, from my cross-examination, obtain the Craven coal logs that he looked at. If he doesn't have them here with him, I'm sure he can get them before tomorrow. So I'm just asking that he bring them, please. So, and I want a chance then to look at them so that I can examine. That's my request, sir.
But that going in, I can't.
He discussed with you, Mr. Nas. I don't know if they're readily available or not.
Well, he said he just didn't, Mr. Blady just said that he didn't have them with him. So
Why don't you
Yes.
confer with Mr. Nas, and you all figure it out, and then we'll talk yet tonight before I leave.
okay, but I'm just saying for the record that I do not feel I can begin my cross-examination of Mr. Blady, and I'm up pretty close without those logs. So if they're not here, I'm just stating that for the record that we need to pause and go get them. So it's better to get them now.
Noted. Well,
Thank you.
they're probably leaving and going somewhere for the evening, so.
Well, I'm sure they are.
But
and the other
please
thing,
coordinate with Mr. Nas.
I'd be happy to, sir. The other thing, though, that I'd please request of Mr. Nas is he used a flash drive of exhibits, and I have lost my copy. I have some paper copies, but I have lost my electronic copy of all of Mr. Nas's exhibits. And I just would ask that he please leave that flash drive here in case I need to use it during my cross.
I don't have a flash drive,
Oh, it's on your computer?
right, or online.
Okay.
On the state's website, theater's website.
Okay, I'll try and get it that way. All right, thank you. That's all I,
Okay.
thank you very much for the time.
Mana the inakya te wata hona takule na iwoglok. Etrigal.
Don't leave yet, anybody.
Mr. Chair, I have a request. Chrissy Hawking, our expert witness, one of our expert witnesses, is only available tomorrow. We have some time to have her done by now. However, given the pace of this process, I would like to start her tomorrow morning so that we can ensure that she gets done and then come back to the finish the cross of Mr. Blade.
Objection, you were told for months it would take longer than the time you provided.
Well, before you object too strenuously, the tribes have a similar request. We have experts here from Utah, one of whom needs to be home by Thursday. And I did talk with Mr. Nas. I think he's amenable to taking the witness out of order. Witness or witnesses.
My question is, is it Blady?
Blade, yeah,
Lady, he's gonna be around to reconvene cross-examination.
he'll be here all week, yes.
Okay. So I'll grant that, but Mr. Gunn and Mr. Nas work out how it's gonna go, but you would start with Ms. Hawking is in the morning?
And because of that, Mr. Chair, perhaps the board could consider convening early tomorrow morning. Especially if you've got two extra witnesses to get through.
Would 8:30 be early enough?
The earlier the better. I would.
Okay. We'll reconvene in the morning at 8 AM.
You know, I really have an objection to this. First of all, I mean, I'm 76 years old. You know, it gets to be around 4 or 5 o'clock. You know, I'm kind of out of my ability to do my best. There may be other people who would be the same. This is an expert witness of theirs. I can guarantee she's going to take longer than a day. So either Mr. Nas make arrangements for that, or we may be here until 10 or 11 or 12 o'clock tomorrow night, maybe even beyond that. Or this witness who's their hired gun, she should make her schedule available. We should not be denied our right to effectively confront her based upon time constraints.
The questions
Quiet.
that I have developed are in an order that assumes the witnesses would go in that order. There's always things that have to be changed around. Can your witness be here at 8 in the morning?
Ridiculous.
Yes.
And when can your witness be here?
All day. They're here all day. They've been here the first 2 days and they'll be here tomorrow,
Okay.
including at 8.
And where are your witnesses from in terms of where?
Utah.
Utah. And where's Ms. Hawking from?
She's from Rapid City. She's got travel plans.
That should not be our problem. That's their problem. This is outrageous. So what are we going to?
Good God.
It means.
I don't care about Bristol's travel schedule.
I guess I have a formal objection because, you know, as I said, we have the right to full effective cross-examination, Mr. Chair, and I understand it may get tedious to hear that, but that's all right. And all of us have that right to ask any questions that we want. And the right is individual. It's not collective.
first of all. And therefore, what the board is doing by allowing this and saying Ms. Hocking is only, if the board is saying, or if the chair is saying, that Ms. Hocking is only on till tomorrow, then I don't know how we're really going to do that. But I really do expect that my rights and other interveners' rights are going to be respected in terms of our due process rights to question. And if Ms. Hocking, who is here, has travel arrangements, I don't understand this.
Mr. Nas.
Have her make new ones.
Chair, been informed that Ms. Hopkins doesn't have travel arrangements, but she has a lack of travel. With days coming up, and that's the issue.
Not my problem.
Right.
Kid.
Mr. Chair,
I don't think this.
No, this is my question. Okay, so what's tomorrow? Wednesday?
Yes.
And she's unavailable on Thursday
It's Friday.
and Friday.
She can make childcare arrangements.
And Mr. Gunn's witnesses are available tomorrow. And they have to go back to Utah when?
Well, they need to be back in Utah on Thursday, so.
Okay, to me, it's very evident we're not going to get probably more than 2 witnesses done the rest of the week.
Extension.
You were told.
How about we deferred Ms. Hocking? Is there another witness you could call?
We still have Ms. Morehouse. We also need to finish the cross-examination of Mr. Blaney. I want to make sure I understand that what he's saying is we're not going to get done.
We're not gonna get done this week?
Nah.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's why it doesn't make these 10-hour days.
We need to confer.
Okay, let's do this. Confer with Mr. Gunn in terms of his particular witness issue, your particular issue. Maybe also if Mr. Ellison could be involved in that conversation to gain an complete understanding as to the need. But then call me and we'll figure out.
Yeah.
I'll give someone.
Mr. Chair, I have one comment to make. Is this thing still on? With all due respect to the parties that are represented by council, my understanding of the Constitution is that those of us who are not represented by council still have the same legal rights under these proceedings. So to defer to the idea that the lawyers work it out privately, I'm trying to be a reasonable person. We're all trying to be reasonable people. But you can't assume that if the lawyers work it out privately, all of us individually unrepresented people need to accept it.
I do not disagree with you. What I'm trying to do is try to work out a plan that that's by consensus and not committee. But
Since when?
you all, let's
Push for Thursday.
meet with whoever you need. We're all who's ever gonna be meeting here in the next 5 minutes, because we're gonna talk about the archaeological, cultural reports. Then we'll figure it out somehow.
So Mr. Ellison will not be the only unrepresented intervener involved in that conversation. Thank you.
No, everybody's involved in that conversation. The board, will the board please be here at 8 a.m. So
This seems like copy of the.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. That's fine. I like. Wait. There's one spot I wrote in it. But the board is sitting there going, wait a minute. You just said that we gave it to us. How many months have to go to the end? If I was. I'm sorry. We need to- we need to-
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We will resume tomorrow morning. Doksha.